My name is Rhapsody, and welcome back to Slay the Spire 2. We are playing the Regent. Transform a single card, or get a rare, and then pick every card based on whether or not it works with that rare. Ooh, the Smith Heirloom Hammer and Big Bang. I kind of just want Big Bang. I do like that it's just like a little cache of resources for you. And also, I still haven't had my Big Bang clone run, right? I gotta leave myself open to the possibility. Because again, the thumbnail goes hard. You know it would. One damage taken, and should be able to clear the rest of the fight without an issue. Got him. Refined Blade, Wrought in War, and a Celestial Might. I mean, considering I've already got a Blade in this deck, let me grab a Wrought in War, deal some damage, and then cause your damage to deal more damage. Great opportunity to straight up remove the brick. No more injuries for me. Taking 10 HP, though, because I'm thinking Elite Rest, Elite. I might even go a 4 Elite path here if I feel really cocky about it. Ooh. Give me the 2 common cards, because I really need... I really need the Soulfish coverage it was going to be. Sadly, I do not get the ability to beckon in this hand. I do get a little bit of AoE management, and a little bit of low-cost defense. Those are good too. Am I willing to take 7 damage this turn versus a Liquid Memory? No. Bring back my blade. Take a Glitter Stream as a big defend. So in terms of coverage, AoE, low target single damage, little bit of resource, little bit of cheap defend, little bit of big defend. I mean, like, I've got a lot of coverage. What I need is... Oh, and then I'm making a blade that is large single target damage. So yeah, so what I need is, like, disable. Having Weaken available that turn certainly would have been a lot easier. Rough. Another 12 for us. Yeah, okay, the fight ended up costing us a decent amount of HP. But we did survive. Letter Opener. Every time you play 3 skills in a single turn, deal 5 damage to all enemies, as well as the Spectrum Shift Cloak of Stars. Guiding Star. Give me Guiding Star. It's been, I guess, changed, not necessarily nerfed. They lowered the star cost, but now it draws next turn. Very glad I ended up crushing under, or upgrading the crush under rather before coming into this place. 1, 2, there we go. Get the letter opener to trigger before dropping crush under on everyone. And then Guiding Star for the back line. I'm happy to accept only 3 damage and remove 2 targets from the field. I think that's okay. Also puts out Soul Blade in the next cycle. Beautiful. Yeah, absolutely handled. Phantasmal Gardeners, hello. Shovel, you can now dig relics at a rest site. Devastate, knockout blow, and gather light. If I had more star gain, I think Devastate would make sense as the single target damage that I need. But in lieu of that, I think I just rely on the blade instead and use gather light to help manage. 10 max HP, thank you. I mean, I do like upgrades, but... Oh! Start of combat, fencing 10! Hell yeah! Thanks! That's my blade! That's my blade! Perfect. We got the begone, so now we have the ability to remove the in-play beckons. With no defense in this hand, I'll look into a colorless potion first. Equilibrium is perfect. Wait. I had an extra energy left that turn? I'm gonna the equilibrium with that. Excuse me. Not equilibrium with that, I'm gonna venerate with that. Right, falling star does not cost energy! Alright, take this turn off damage and just Glitter Stream Gatherlight, gain some block for the next turn. Yeah, Cloak of Stars, Guiding Star. Strike and end. Sadly, the enemy is more than multiples of 20, which makes you annoyingly safe. Crush Under will take 4 damage off of you. We'll Gather Light. Defend. It's going to take the same amount of turns anyway, right? And then Sovereign Blades. Yeah, okay, fine. I'll defend again. 20 damage next turn. Ideally, we have Weaken, which we do. Alright, GG. Pendulum every 4 turns. 4 turns, every 3 turns, draw an additional card. And Bombardment. I don't think I see Bombardment and turn down Bombardment. It's kind of free damage. Think about it. And if you don't think about it, it's even freer. Black Hole, Patter, and Refined Blade. Black Hole is nice AoE alongside this, I think, actually. I think between it and Letter Opener, I might be able to manage all of my AoE. And I'm going to go for another Elite. Yeah, 4th Elite this floor. Oh, it's an AoE fight. I love that. Thank you. Big Bang. Gather Light. I'll even glitter the stream. Get AoE from the Letter Opener as well as multiple times from the Black Hole on the first turn. All of the enemies are just looking way worse for wear. They look like a free relic to me. Sov Blade is promising lethal on one of you. Mercury Hourglass, study turn, deal 3 damage to all enemies. Royal Gamble versus Glow. I'm leaning Gamble so that I can just get above our star cost. As much as I love upgrading cards, The more I dig, the more relics I have. And the relic is kind of like a card that's always active, if you think about it. But stop thinking about it. I'm happy to use either of these potions in this fight if it calls for it. I only take 2 damage this turn to get Bombardment in play pretty damn early. 1 damage even. That's even better. All right, yeah, we're getting through this fight with ease. Tekken sits right atop the Begorn. Oh, you butt. How dare you? Well, I've got the Begorn in hand, haha. There's all the beckons. Yeah, I mean, it absolutely could have been worse. Soulfish, down. Make it so every 3 skills you play, put this in hand. I don't play that many skills in a turn. I'm invincible at the end of your turn. If this is top of the draw pile, play it. Yep, I think that's a really good way to gain additional defense. From things like Glimmer or Cosmic Indifference. Or even sometimes just luck. Remove 4 cards from your deck. Whenever you shuffle a deck, the soot is added into your draw pile. I'm okay with that as well. It's just a really good way to get rid of these 4 strikes. Pumpkin Candle, which can be kindled. If I have a path that doesn't take that many fights this floor, the value of Pumpkin Candle goes way up. Because then I don't have to kindle it like 4 times or anything stupid like that. And I have other actions I want to perform at rest sites already. So there's like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 enemies on that line. So it would require a kindle. But I've also got 3 rests on that line, so I could kindle that. I do think an additional energy every turn would be helpful. And there is also worth noting the possibility that we get a miniature tent in this as a shop relic, and if we do that, then we have the ability to kindle the pumpkin candle constantly. For no cost. Especially with Black Hole and the Royal Gamble in the deck, I do think a Gather Light makes a lot of sense. And if you rest, procures your random potions. If only I could rely on actually triggering that. I definitely have to take the opportunity for removal, and then I'm going to move on. I want to leave myself open to as much removal as I can get from events and things like that. Big Bang, Gather Light, Royal Gamble, we did it! 25 incoming. Got to make sure Bulbug Nectar dies at the right time. Frontline is going to be staggered. Ease. Oh, the pure ease of it. GG's. Star Potion, Hegemony, Know Thy Place in Glitter Stream. Now, single target debuff application is pretty low, and we have additional draws, so I'm going to take a Know Thy Place to meet those 2. $37, alright. Oh, I could have done 5 more damage with the letter opener that turn as well. Sadly, with Frailty, weren't especially good at defending that turn. Oh gosh. I'm going to use a Clarity Extract because I know it draws Gatherlight. And I really do want some additional defensive coverage that turn. Dropping a big bomb would have been fine, but it wouldn't have really moved us towards our goals. Gatherlight 3. I can't do that. No. No, these just introduce additional balance problems to the deck if I take them, I think. Ironclad Silent Defects. I'll tell you, Necrobinder would have been great, because I could exhaust this with Cleanse from the draw pile. Silent Ironclad Defects. Let's look at defects. Cold Snap upgraded, Momentum Strike, and Cool-Headed. Cool-Headed is draw 1 card, gain 2 block every turn, right? Like, for us, who has no other access to orbs, it's a power. Thunder, whenever you evoke lightning, deal 11 damage for each hit. Less so. Chill is a bunch of block per enemy on the field, as well as a good push towards Letter Opener. I'd probably take that too. Trash to Treasure. Whenever you create a status, channel 1 random orb. No, I do love the idea of that. And then, deck full of collision courses and crash landing. It's just, I don't have that, so I shouldn't. As much as I want that, let's play the cards that I do have. I'm going to take a Genetic Algorithm, I'm going to take a Chill, and I'm going to take a Cool-Headed. We're going to amp our defense very effectively with that. Also a lot better in AoE fights as a result. For instance, 0 energy, and I gain 12 block as well as 2 block every turn. Pretty good. It's going to be so hard to throw Sovereign Blade after this turn. I don't think I can throw the Forge forward or anything. Yeah. It's focus on AoE instead. Black Hole, Gather Light. I'm going to Venerate, Star Potion, Defend. Perfect. So far, I'm getting out of this fight without taking any damage. Let me just say that to jinx myself. I gotta make sure that I played the genetic algorithm, though, otherwise it won't increment. Thank you. Stable Serum, retain your hand for 2 turns, and then a Reptile Trinket. Whenever you use a potion, gain 3 strength this turn. I always forget that I have that. Solar Strike, Parry, and Prophesize. I feel like the deck is getting too thick to really take advantage of any of these. Yeah, so this is where I kindle. And completely honestly, I do think I'm going to get significantly more impact out of just... Yeah, I upgraded Cool-Headed and another card rather than just upgrading Cool-Headed there. Let me dig! Let me dig! Oh my god. Yeah, you can now gain strength at rest sites up to 3 times maximum. Let me get a 10s, please! I feel like Fish Oil is going to be justified by this fight. Let's... Falling Star, Glitter Stream. I feel like I should throw a Sovereign Blade as well. Okay, know thy place, Crush Under. I am invincible. And... Sure. Alright, I've got to use the Stable Serum because I can't let all those cards go past. I'm going to have to use a lot of them next turn. Yeah. Focus Stars, Chill, Genetic Algorithm, Big Bang. All of those just pretty much had to go out. And that's the last turn I could really afford to play those. Bombardment, Guiding Star. 7, 7, 8, 22, 32? 32, and I get an additional energy from Nunchaku as well, which can't be used aggressively. Which means that we should play defensive. Lizard Tail, whenever you would die, heal to 50% of your HP. Once. Black Hole, Gunderlight, Summon Forth. I do feel like I've got the ability to benefit from a Summon Forth. No. Perhaps you need to fight the bloat by not taking the card in the first place. There's so many things to do! Dig. Hey! Gambling ship the whole first hand. It's pretty good. Managed to take out Bulbug Nectar and stagger the front line. It's basically all you really need to accomplish on that first turn. Oh! Who needs Clone Big Bang? When you can just get another one. Genetic Algo Chill. Cloak of Stars. I kind of want to drop Cool-Headed and Guiding Star. So I will. Glitter Stream isn't going to accomplish anything next turn. So... vulnerability access. This turn, I definitely think I throw down both of our attacks. Bombardment might be the only wrong draw. Oof. Tough. I really would have loved to have that bombardment in the future rather than past. Okie dokie. Think heck I've got weakened for you this turn, friend. Definitely can't afford to throw a strike, though. Oh, that's death. How dare you kill me? Don't you know what I was trying to do? You don't care? Well, that's even ruder. Die. Bag of marbles and a weak potion for us. Shining Strike, know thy. Do I take an upgraded know thy rather than upgrading the other one? I think so, actually. Oh, that's what happened. I forgot the Kindle, so I didn't have any string. That makes sense. Strength. Didn't have any attack mode. Turn 1 bombardment's exactly what we want to see. Thank you kindly. Now we've got some damage going out. At least I know it's got that handled. Comfortably frantic escaping. Enough we can access for this turn. Look, 17 block is good enough. Should I keep going now? Yeah. I'm a gone through I am invincible. Minion strike to push. And then chill. So this is about trying to make the deck more aggressive towards the end. So that I can try and close out the fight faster. All out. I've got a weaken for this turn if I need it. Same's true of next. Unnecessary. Soulblade kills him. Sorry, Soulblade. Bombardment kills him at the top of the next turn. Seeking edge. Soulblade now deals damage to all enemies. I guess. No, I've got the AoE. Give me the Sword Sage if I'm doing anything there. Enchant all card wards with glam, says Nonu people. Yeah. Beautiful bracelet. 4 of our cards get Swift 2. Unfortunately, they're 4 cards at random. This nerf is ridiculous in my mind. I don't think it makes it untakeable. It's just... And maybe it was too powerful before. But this could easily just hit cards that you don't want to play in the first cycle, or cards that are very expensive, and then as soon as you play them, you draw cards, and it's like, okay, what am I going to do with these cards? I have no resources now. I'm going to take Glitter. So that's going to be 30 twice. So with Wrought in War, that's kill on the back line. That is not a kill on the back line. Because I'm short on energy. Rude. Fine, I'll have to bolster myself instead. I'll do it. Should just be able to dominate the rest of this fight. We got the genetic algorithm growth, so we're all good to end it. Double guiding star. Yeah. Glam guiding star seems pretty damn good for this deck. Genetic algorithm and bombardment. Thank you, 4 energy, for allowing us to play both of those. Black hole, then guiding star, guiding star. Oh, damn, I am short on the kill. I'm gonna have to look at a colorless potion to try and finish this, and I will. Cure all double monologue. I mean, if it wasn't glammed, I wouldn't be interested at all, but it is glammed. Let me grab some draw when I use black hole, please. Double monologue into Big Bang, Know Thy Place, Glitter Stream, Falling Star, Guiding, and yeah, alright, I'll finish the turn with Saw Blade and kill the enemy over. Double up on that Guiding Light. It feels like I'm getting back to and playing genetic... is it? You've got stock of 2. Yeah, no, it feels like I'm getting back to and playing genetic algorithm before this fight's over. For actual value. Don't want to spend it out there, I don't think. Black hole draws. Chill, Big Bang, Know Thy Place. Just play a bunch of the zeros. Hands like this are why those are here. Alright, I'm going to use a Cure-All here as well. Didn't work out perfectly. Really liked it to give us the ability to actually play the Royal Gamble there. It's okay though. Hey, genetic algorithm coming in clutch. Just like I knew you would. Although the fight was significantly shorter than this, so I would have been a fan of that too. 11. Oof. Crush Under, Kingly Punch, Guiding Star. I don't think any of those go in here anymore. Belt Buckle, when you have no potions, you have 2 additional decks, and then Oddly Smooth Stone have 1 additional dex. I could take both of those, and then when I'm out of potions, I'm dexy. I'm super, super dexy. Alignment seems pretty good for us as well, but I feel like I don't really have the stars to support alignment as much. Mayhem's also really good for us. I'm gonna take the double deck strat. Let's do it. Okay. Then let's dig up Planisphere. That's not helpful. Kusarigama, alright, that's not particularly helpful either. Dig up a Tungsten Rod. Attack or skill? I feel like after a certain point it should be skill for draw. Attack would be for more consistent weaken, which is also really important. Go with the skill, and you know what? Add a random card into hand. It's free to play this turn. I almost never take that one. And then the upgrade to that's just innate. It doesn't make the random card upgrade, unfortunately. I can't risk that this is actually a fight. So I am going to have to kindle at one of these next 2 campfires anyway, so I should do it at 1 so that I have 4 energy for both of the bosses. There's nothing I can do with that 200 gold. You're guilty. Give me 10 health. Thank you. Soul Nexus. Yeah, I'll cycle anything that's not defensive or draw this turn. Throw a weaken out as well. Yeah, because there's a lot of damage to take off of you. And also, we do get Dex. I forgot about that, but we do. Double Manila Log. Keep him weak forever. I mean, I definitely have to bombard. It's gone Rod in War, so I might find something a bit more defensive. And I did. I found a lot more defense after that. Very handy. Fish oil, red. Oh, decisions. Let's go. It's got a replay on it already. I don't think I need to upgrade that one. Big. Oh. All right. Bombardment first hand, I feel, is pretty exciting. I'd love to be able to take you out. I suspect that's not in the cards, though. Actually, even better than that. Let me get the Solve Blade out there. Oh my god, you gave me a free decisions in this hand. You're ridiculous. I'm going to use decisions to play decisions. And that decisions is going to play... Cool-headed. And then that next one is going to play... Royal Gambles. That's a lot of stars. Then the next one's going to play Big Bangs. And the next one's going to play Glitter Streams. Alright, I think that went okay. I'm never going to see the bottom of a pile of stars ever again. Monologue. God, if... now I desperately wish I had alignment in this deck to be fair. 61 you're trying to do that way. Thing is, swords, like, Sovereign Blade does turn that into 122, but the problem is then I still take a whole mess of damage here. So I gotta find ways to try and defend as well as set up for that. Yeah, it gets even tougher this turn. 55 is a lot. Mad Science for Heavenly Drill. Ugh. Ugh. No. That's not helpful. That's not it. Very happy to weaken the enemy there, but still, good lord. There you are. Oh. That was the Nunchaku. I thought I was incrementing the Nunchaku. I was looking at the letter opener. Oh, you're kidding me. Please. I've just gotta... I gotta send in the drill that'll pierce the heavens. We must access our spiral power. No, you've been watching Gurren Lagann for the first time recently, and you get the references that people make in your comment section now. Oh gosh. That's not what you want to see. Yeah, 13 health. We've got a bombardment out there, which is nice. Oh my god, Glitterstream Sword Sage. That's another replay on the blade. If I draw it, it's lethal. It's lethal. Alright. This one I'm a lot more wary about. I don't... I frankly struggle to see the way that we make it through this one survive-wise, but hey, look. It's been a blast. We've had fun. Now we've got additional decks on the first turn, and let's see what's going on. Mad Science, Glitterstream, drop the glow. Chill, double up on that. Guiding Light for the additional draw. Okay. Big Bang, gather light. I mean, I'd love to play the decisions, but it's not my choice at the moment. Let's scrounge our way through that Wrought-in War, actually. And then save as many resources as I can so that I'm capable of playing a decisions much more comfortably in the future. Enemy frontline's already completely disabled here, so I'm just going to drop Sword Sage. We have a huge amount of strength that I'm not doing anything with because I played the monologue early just to get the impact in case I was going to be putting damage out on the field afterwards. All right, we're ready to decide. That's not gonna work now, is it? 23 replay, like I can still throw that, but can't deal enough damage to save myself against the Torchhead Amalgam in the front line. No! No! I mean, I definitely know what went wrong with this deck. Fundamentally, our damage scaling was related to the blade, but we kept doing everything except for relation to the blade. We had the Wrought-in War, the Big Bang, and basically just wanted everything else to make the deck smoother. And they did for a while. But especially in the second cycle, after the Glams are gone and after the Big Bangs are gone, everything kind of runs pretty janky. So it was relatively good at short fights, and it was pretty bad the longer the fight got on. Which is really the opposite of what you want to see in a deck that's using the Sov Blade. Also, this fell victim a little bit to me straight up memeing. Like, I got the shovel early enough that I just wanted to dig, and I truly believed I was going to get enough value out of all of those digs that it was going to justify not having almost any upgraded cards in the entire deck. And I'm not so certain I stand by that in retrospect. Although mostly I do, to be fair. I think cool-headed being upgraded turns out to work out really well. Things like that. But yeah, the additional scaling cards for the Sov Blade would have been really necessary if I wanted to be able to close out enemies. Like, I was using Sword Sage that I found at the end of the second boss to, like, really ramp out damage. Another thing like Conqueror also really would have helped a lot there. Retention tools to keep a hand turn over turn. Also, I didn't even think about it as much as I should have, but in this test subject, I should have just used the fish oil. I thought I was going to have much more problems in the long term with the queen, so I wanted to save the fish oil both for the bonus in that fight and then also for the belt buckle, but I could have taken advantage of belt buckle in both fights, and that would have been significantly better. Might have even saved us enough HP to make our way through. Alas. Live by the shovel, die by the shovel. For the moment, my name is Rhapsody, and I've died by the shovel. Which is really handy because you can use that to dig about 6 feet down and throw me in. For the moment, hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves. Top left is a series playlist for all the content on the game, past, present, and future YouTube recommendations. Down below, streaming past the names of the people so generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/Rhapsody. Please send a special thanks to and a special thanks to episode of Malaka.